The session was scheduled for 10 in the morning. Noah Reeves arrived at 9. Not because he was anxious about being late, because he had been awake since 4, and there was no longer any point in pretending that sleep was coming. He was 26 years old. He had been working as a recording engineer for 3 years. He had worked with artists whose names appeared on Grammy Awards and Billboard charts, and the kind of cultural ledger that serious music people kept and consulted. He had never worked with Tina Turner. Nobody had told him to be nervous about this. Nobody had sat him down and explained the specific weight of being the engineer in the room when Tina Turner recorded. He had not needed anyone to tell him. He had grown up with her voice in his house, not as background, as the main event. His mother had played Tina Turner the way some people play the radio, constantly, without announcement, as if the music were simply the natural condition of the air in their home. Noah had learned to hear music in that house, not just listen, hear. The difference between the two things that no conservatory program teaches, but that some children learn in kitchens, on car rides, in living rooms where someone is always playing something that matters to them. He set up the studio at 9 in the morning with the specific attention of someone for whom attention is not professional performance. It is the only way he knows how to be in a room. He checked the microphone positions twice. He ran the levels. He adjusted the monitoring system until it sounded the way the room sounded, not the enhanced version, not the flattering version, the true version. Because whatever Tina Turner was going to give this room, he wanted to catch it exactly as it was. She arrived at 10:03. Not alone. Her producer was with her, 2 assistants, the specific retinue of a session that has been organized by people whose job is to organize sessions. The room rearranged itself around her arrival, not dramatically, the way rooms rearrange themselves around certain people, a subtle shift in where everyone positions themselves, a quiet reorientation of attention. Noah stayed at his console. He did not go to greet her. He was not sure whether greeting her was his role, or whether his role was to be invisible behind the glass until the session required him not to be. Tina Turner walked into the control room. She looked at the console. She looked at Noah. "You're the engineer," she said. It was not a question. Noah said yes. He told her his name. She repeated it, the way she had always repeated names. "Noah," she said, "tell me how the room sounds today." He was not expecting this question, not its directness, not its assumption that he had an answer worth hearing. He told her the specific things he had noticed in the 40 minutes since he had finished setting up. The way the low frequencies were sitting slightly warmer than the spec suggested they should. The monitor position that he had adjusted twice and still wasn't certain about. The microphone he had switched out at the last minute because something in the original choice hadn't felt right, and he had learned to trust the feeling before the reasoning caught up to it. Tina Turner listened to all of it. She looked at the room through the glass. "The microphone you switched," she said. "Why did it not feel right?" Noah thought about this. He thought about it the way he thought about everything, without rushing toward the answer that would sound correct, waiting for the answer that was true. "It was too careful," he said. Tina Turner turned from the glass. She looked at him. "Explain that," she said. Noah had never tried to explain this before. It was a thing he knew without language for it. The specific quality of a microphone that captures exactly what you give it and nothing more. Efficient, accurate, uninviting. Versus a microphone that seems to pull something from a voice. That creates, by some quality of its construction or its positioning or its relationship to the specific acoustics of a specific room, a condition in which the voice offers more than it was asked for. He tried to explain it in the specific, approximate language of someone translating a thing they know into words for the first time. Tina Turner listened. She did not fill the pauses where he was searching for words. She let him search. When he finished, she was quiet for a moment. Then she said, "That is exactly right." She turned back to the glass, looking at the room, at the microphone he had switched. "I have worked with engineers who did not know that," she said. Engineers who had been in studios for 30 years and had never understood the difference between a room that captures and a room that invites. She looked at him. "How long have you been doing this?" she said. Noah told her, 3 years. She nodded. She looked at him with the expression of someone who is placing a piece of information into a larger understanding they have been building for a long time. 3 years, she said, and you already know the most important thing. Noah waited. "The room is not where the music happens," she said. "The room is where the music arrives. Your job is not to capture. Your job is to be ready when it comes." She walked into the recording booth. The session began. Noah has said that what he heard through the monitors that morning was unlike anything he had recorded before or has recorded since. Not because of the technical quality, though the technical quality was extraordinary. Not because of the performance, though the performance was everything his mother's kitchen had promised him it would be, because of the quality of listening he brought to it. A different quality than he had brought to any session before. The quality of someone who has been told, by the person on the other side of the glass, what his job actually is. Not to capture, to be ready when it comes. The session lasted 6 hours. In those 6 hours, Noah Reeves recorded 23 takes of 4 songs. He did his job with the specific attention of someone who has been told the difference between the job they thought they were doing and the job they are actually there to do. At the end of the session, Tina Turner came back into the control room. She listened to the playback of the final take of the final song. She stood at the console beside Noah. When the playback ended, she looked at him. "You were ready," she said. Noah has said that he did not know what to do with those 3 words in the moment he received them. He said, "Thank you." He adjusted something on the console that did not need adjusting. He did the things a 26-year-old does when they have been given something larger than their current capacity to hold. Tina Turner gathered her things. She said goodbye to the producer, the assistants, the people whose roles required being said goodbye to. She walked to the control room door. She paused. She turned back. She looked at Noah. "Noah," she said, "keep switching the microphone." Then she walked out. Noah Reeves has been working as a recording engineer for 21 years. He has worked in studios in 6 countries. He has recorded artists whose names appear on Grammy Awards and Billboard charts, and the kind of cultural ledger that serious music people keep and consult. He has a reputation in the industry for something that other engineers have tried and failed to name precisely. A quality of listening, a way of being in a room that produces, in the artists he works with, something they did not know they were going to give until the moment they gave it. He has never fully explained it to anyone. He knows it cannot be fully explained. He knows only that it starts with understanding the difference between a room that captures and a room that invites. That it starts with being ready when the music comes, rather than reaching for it. That it starts, in some essential way, with a question asked on a Tuesday morning by a woman who wanted to know how the room sounded. And with the answer he gave her. The answer he had never tried to put into words before. The answer that was true before it was language. The microphone was too careful. He keeps a small note above his console in every studio he works in. 3 words, written in his own handwriting, not as a reminder, as a return address. Be ready. Wait. If this story moved you, if someone once named the most important thing you already knew, subscribe and share this video. Leave a comment. Tell us about the question that made you find the answer you didn't know you had. We read every one.